Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Katie's Empire. We got another interesting video for you guys to check out today. So today's video is going to be about someone decided to divorce their spouse and they instantly regret it.
Break. I'm exhausted. I'm not feeling it today. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it today. Actually, no, I won't, because I'm too anxious and I'm too sad and I'll still be alone. My heart is broken.
Welcome back, family. Today we are going to review this strong, independent woman who left her husband thinking that she could do better, then start to cry for sympathy on the internet when reality hits hard. Let's start by watching the dump reason she left her husband for.
You may have heard it said that women need to feel seen, heard, and cherished in relationships. And when they're not, they exit stage left. I was reminded recently as to why I made my exit in a particular relationship. I was with this person and we were in the same space and we had to do a thing. And I said, I'm going to get ready for the day and then I'm going to go for a walk. And then when I come back, we can go do the thing. If you want to get ready while I'm gone, then we can go do the thing. And he said, okay. And I got ready. In the common space we were in, I took clothes out of a bag. I took my get ready bag out, which he's familiar with these things. And I went around the corner and I did the things. Brushed my teeth, I washed my face, I got dressed, I put my earrings in, I put my face on, I looked fresh. And I came out from around the corner and I put my bag back down, I put my pajamas in a different bag, the whole thing. And I said, I'm ready now, I'm gonna go for a walk, I'll be back in about an hour. I came back after an hour and he was still in bed. It's fine, there's time. And I said, do you wanna get ready? And then we'll go? And he said, well, don't you want to get ready? When I tell you the wound he hit and the triggering, I have more healing to do around that. But it shut me down. I wasn't prepared for that. It probably seemed insignificant to that person. But to me, it reminded me of why I exited stage left. I thought, clearly made up, dressed, ready to go. I had stated that I was getting ready for the day. I was ready for the day. And I looked at him and I said, I am ready. I told you I was going to get ready for the day and go for a walk. I'm dressed. And I found myself in that same cycle of trying to explain everything that he couldn't see because he didn't see me and he didn't hear me. And it hit hard. It is so important that people in general are seen, heard, and cherished. And if you don't feel these things, it's okay to exit stage left. Because you will find the people that appreciate you in all of the ways.
No, you will never find someone who will appreciate you exactly the way you want to be appreciated based on your feelings. The world doesn't revolve around you. Your husband couldn't have also be going through some personal problems, and maybe that's why he was not paying attention to you in that particular moment. This is the problem with the modern woman's mentality. She thinks that she is so special to the point that her husband is obliged to keep an eye on her 24/7. Well, life started to humble this woman very quickly after she decided to leave her husband.
I'm tired. I need a break. I need a break from all of this adulting out here. I need a break from all of this transition in here. I don't want to talk to people. Look at my eyes. I'm sleeping, but I'm not. I know transitions are a challenge, right? It's not all sunshine and butterflies. And just the work that I've put in, and sometimes it doesn't even feel like work, but it is, it's catching up with me. I'm exhausted. I'm so short with people. I just tried to back into the spot. Yeah, I'm good. And the guy next to me was just like, it doesn't matter. I just need to rest. If you're doing this, rest. I want to come on here and I want to be like, oh, it's so grand and oh, what a great day. And I'm not feeling it today. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to go into this here store over yonder and I'm going to get a little bag of popcorn and some Epsom salts, and I'm going to watch a true crime documentary, and I'm going to take care of me, and I will see you guys soon.
Well, you left your husband because you felt like you were not being seen, heard, and cherished. Now you can see yourself, you can hear yourself, and you can cherish yourself in your damn car. Her life became so miserable to the point that she started to find ways to rationalize why her own friends started to distance themselves from her.
Did you ever hear that phrase that people are seasonal? It's true. And it happens with romantic relationships. It happens with friendships. Then you can tell when something's coming to an end. That's happening with me right now with a friendship. And not because of anger or hate or anything negative happening. It's because we move on. We find different people. We find different partners. We find different jobs. And the season that you had with one person wraps up. Lessons are learned. And then you move on. So sometimes it's not because of anything that happens. It's just the way, it's the circle of life. And it's hard. But I'm at a point in my life where I recognize it with a friend. This is happening with a friend. But I'm already mourning the loss because I know this story. I think this is why people choose not to get close to other people. This is the hurt they feel. As you've traveled the path, you've learned, they've learned. Oh, look, new people and new places. And then off you go. I love all of these things for her. I love everything.
And not worthy and not important.
My heart is broken.
That's how I felt.
Because if you're not aware of it, you feel disposed of and not worthy and not important. And
I forget about
that's how I felt at first. And I still do.
You gotta go through it again.
But I also know this is how it works.
Your friend is probably still married, and she definitely doesn't.
I forget about the feeling, and then I have it again.
And this is why she is.
And then you gotta go through it again.
Now let's watch how lonely.
Your friend is probably still married, and she definitely doesn't want to be affected by your twisted mindset. And this is why she is distancing herself from you. Now let's watch how loneliness finally defeats our strong, independent woman.
It's noon on Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, and I have nothing to do. I have nowhere to go. And this isn't, I'm not looking for pity. This is the reality for some people sometimes. I know some of you will come into the comments and be like, why don't you go do this? Why don't you go do that? Why don't you call this person? Why do you call that person?
No, that's your fault.
I know how to do all those things.
Right.
But sometimes you do all those things, and this is what's left. I spend a lot of holidays alone, not on purpose. I do the phone calls, I do the things, I try to put it out there, but this is the reality of it. And now that I know it because I'm living it, I'm much gentler with other people. I'm much more careful when I ask them, what are you doing this holiday weekend? Because some people don't have things to do. And again, I want to be clear, it's not a pity party. It's the reality for so many people. I spent about an hour with a friend. Now I'm about to go into stores to look for something to fulfill me. It's so beautiful outside. I'll get on my bike later, probably. I'll walk my dog later. I know that for sure. Actually, no, I won't, because I'm too anxious and I'm too sad, and I'll still be alone. And even if you were to present an opportunity to me right now to do something or be with someone, I'm literally in that state where I can't. It's just this crazy, I don't know what the purpose or point is of what I'm saying, other than sometimes when you see somebody, don't assume they have their shit together. Don't assume it's picture perfect.
I repeat, because she didn't feel appreciated.
And there you have it. She had a husband and decided to leave him because she didn't feel appreciated. I repeat, because she didn't feel appreciated. That doesn't necessarily mean that her ex-husband was not appreciative of her. Now she is even more miserable by herself than ever before. Life is not always rainbows and sunshine. The challenges we face are there to be conquered as a unit.
Man, let me cook. Woo, man. Oh, my goodness. This is the reality for a lot of women that are deciding to get out of their relationships, out of their marriages, disconnect from their partner, whatever the case may be. And they get their butts back out on the market, older, a lot more colder, harder, because it's extremely hard to find someone that's going to appreciate you when you have possibly met that person that you're with in your prime. In your prime, when you were, again, younger, your body was a lot better than it was. You had less mileage on you and all these other things. Like, listen, as you get older, dating, meeting someone that you're going to like and enjoy and want to be around long term, that's going to become harder. Why? Because you have spent a lot of time with the last person. And most of the time, when you're around somebody, you adopt a lot of their habits. You're doing what you're supposed to do anyway, which is you're molding as a woman. You should be molding yourself to be that man's helpmeet. As we heard from this young lady right here, man, first you lost your husband. Then you started to lose your friends. And then it sounded like you lost all your friends at the end of the day because now you're alone and you don't have anybody. I'm not saying it to rub salt in a wound. I'm not saying it because of that. I'm saying that because I want people to honestly understand and realize, listen, if you are fortunate enough to have somebody that's willing to rock with you for the long term, you need to really evaluate that thing before you step outside of that marriage or outside of that relationship. Because listen, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. For a lot of people, majority of people realize, listen, I should have stayed. Maybe I'm taking this thing a bit far. My feelings is temporary, but this decision that I'm making, that's not temporary. All right, that's going to affect me long term. And as we heard, she said that she's trying to be a little bit more softer. What does that sound like? That sounds like a little bit more sympathetic, a little bit more of what she should have been when she was with her husband, a little bit more understanding. You should have gotten the picture when you were with him. And now you done stepped out here and found out, listen, her other friends are probably still married, still with their man. And at first she was saying, well, listen, I need to distance myself from those people. At what point do you look at the common denominator in every single last situation that you're in and you realize maybe it's me? Maybe it's me that needs to do the work. Maybe it's not everybody else, because we see this a lot in some people. I'm not going to point the blame at the finger at anybody right now, but we see this in some people where they want to point the blame at everybody else and try to blame everybody else for the problems that they are creating in their own lives. And you wonder why you continue to be on this hamster wheel and continue to run in circles, because you're not willing to do the work on yourself. And you want to continue to blame everybody else around you. And look what that has gotten you. Look where you are in your life right now. We got to do better, people. Anyway, I have to hear from you guys with this one, man. Listen, I really do. I want to hear from y'all, man. Y'all drop a comment down below and let's talk about this, all right? Y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa.